Okay, you know the propaganda trend? I am convinced that one of the biggest pieces of propaganda that we have bought into as a society is how often children need baths.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So this white woman is on the internet trying to give hygiene advice to people, and there's this trend that's going on TikTok where people are talking about propaganda I will not fall for. And this white woman, I'm specifying the race because it seems like these are the people that come to give this type of hygiene advice on the internet. Anyway, so this white woman came online and she was like, propaganda I will not fall for is baiting children, that children does not need to be baited every single day. And she went on to say that the children that are like, she's not saying like from 8 and above can shower every day or can bathe every day, but from a baby and toddlers, they don't need to bathe every day. That why should they be bathing them every day? That it's a propaganda, a soap propaganda for that and all that. And this has gotten people spiral. A lot of people have so much to say about this. But you let me know, do you have kids and how many times do you bathe your kids in a week? Or do you agree with this woman and her propaganda? Anyway, guys, let's go check out this video and then we'll come back and talk more.
Okay, you know the propaganda trend? I am convinced that one of the biggest pieces of propaganda that we have bought into as a society is how often children need baths. I remember a couple years ago, there was a lady on this app who went viral because she talked about how she only gives her kids a bath twice a week, and it like made major headlines, and she was known as the unsanitary mom. Like, that's insane, and that is 100% propaganda from like soap companies, or I don't even know who. But I just think it's so crazy how everyone's like anti-AI because it's wasting water, and yet they're like determined to give their kids a bath every day. I am talking about children under the age of 8, okay? Once they're over 8, it's a little bit different, I will say. But like, babies and toddlers do not need baths that often. I am telling you it's propaganda, and I am so serious about this.
What's up with y'all and not wanting to bathe? This lady got on here and said bathing your kids every day is propaganda. Propaganda. When I first had my baby, they told me I don't have to bathe her every day for like the first few weeks or month, I can't remember. Other than that, it's every day. It doesn't matter if it's a full bath or a sprinkle off, a little wash off, but you getting some water put upon you and some soap. After 7, she said kids should not be taking a bath every day until after they're 7 years old. Ma'am, do your kids not go outside, be getting all funky, feet be all dusty? After they be outside doing all those things, making mud pies and stuff, you telling me you're not going to take your kids a bath? Assuming your kids go outside or do something active every day? Not only that, don't your kids potty? Like, especially if they're doing number 2, hopefully they're doing it every single day. You mean to tell me you're not gonna wash their ass? My baby come up in here with a dookie diaper. You getting up in that tub and you getting some water and soap on your backside. Y'all better stop teaching y'all kids that they don't have to bathe every day. Then you're gonna send them outside into society just funking up the place.
Why do children and white people hate baths so much? Every few months, white people get on here trying to convince us not to wash our hands and bathe ourselves and our children. Is Big Pharma introducing germ propaganda subliminally into the soft rock, Josie and the Pussycat style? Mind you, growing up, the only people I knew getting mono and pink eye were, like, I'm not saying black people can't get mono and pink eye, I'm just saying I never seen it. I think we need to talk about these things because people keep saying it's a cultural difference, and it is, but I think we need to band together on a united front of bath taking. Do you want me to compare you to a French person? Y'all see how they talked about the Olympics? All they said was them people stink. And with hand washing, people keep saying, oh, my private parts are clean. I don't have to wash my hands after I use the bathroom. Do you think pee is clean? Do you think poo-poo is clean? Do you think it's proper for a chef to go pee-pee or poo-poo and not wash his hands and then come back out and serve you food? You're going to get diarrhea. So if you go to the restroom and don't wash your hands, let's say we're sharing a charcuterie board. You touch some things, I touch some things. You're going to give everybody diarrhea. Do you want to be known as the person who gave everybody diarrhea? And if you really want to get into the Clean Girl Olympics, dare I say you should wash your hands before you use the bathroom and after. but that's like a tier 3, tier 4. Right now you're at a negative tier, so I guess baby steps. Take a bath and wash your hands.
Okay, you know the propaganda trend? I am convinced that one of the biggest pieces of propaganda that we have bought into as a society is how often children need baths.
So hygiene is not propaganda. Like your beef with washing your kids every day, actually called neglect. Like a lot of kids actually have issues with behavior if they're not clean. Like the reason why your kids won't fall asleep, their butt itches. Wash that baby up. And then I saw you had 6 kids. So that kind of puts into perspective that you had more kids than you could handle. I could only handle 1 kid, so I had 1 kid. Then you said that kids should only have a bath every single day once they turn 8. You've had 6 toddlers. You know how messy a toddler can get in the span of just 1 meal. But when you're going 5 days without washing them head to toe, that becomes a health concern and a health issue. Not to mention putting other kids at risk. When my son started going to daycare, he would get sick all the time. It got to a point I even put down the baby soap. Start using bar soap on him just to stop him from getting sick every other day. For the health and safety of your kids and other kids around them, please just give them a bath.
But like, babies and toddlers do not need baths that often. I am telling you, it's propaganda. And
I swear, they don't be scared of shit but us. Like, that, like, shawty talking about some. I swear, kids under 8 really don't need baths like that. You talking about the same that be pissing and shitting on themselves? Don't. Like, those are like literal prime ages that children use the bathroom on themselves. And you mean to tell me them saying don't need a bath every day? And I really want to know, what is really the beef with people taking baths? Like, if you have the ability to bathe yourself as well as your children, why aren't you? There are literal people out here who wish they could bathe themselves. I feel like this closely relates to old girl being on that show with the new housewife kids or whatever, and she was like, yeah, I don't wash my hands. And Riley was like, bitch, don't touch me. That's how I feel about Shaw. Like, seriously. And it don't help. You know, it really don't help that it be coming from them. Because in my opinion, I don't really find nobody that's ethnic saying shit like that. It always be them. Then it be like, scientists say, but what the odor say? What does your body odor say? Because I just feel like if you're not washing your ass and your private parts on a daily basis, I know you're not brushing your teeth. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. And then the irony that be killing me is these the same motherfuckers that be dying if they don't wash their hair every 2 days. So how the fuck that work? Y'all washing the head but not the shoulders? Ankles, knees, and toes? Like, too much. It's too much.
To the people who have designated bath days for their kids and they don't bathe them every day, we can tell. Kids cracks, they stink. Just like adults, okay? Wash your kids, okay? If anything, this is what I do when it's quick, it's late, we need to get in and out. Get the shower head attachment, okay? Have them stand in the shower, salt water, okay? Soap them up really good, rinse. That's like, I call like a quick, like little birds and the bees like thing. If you don't have time, it's late, whatever it may be, right? But otherwise, you should be bathing your kids on a daily basis because they do sweat. Okay, they sweat. And then afterwards, you put lotion on them. Everyone's saying, oh, I have skin issues because you're not moisturizing. And then you're using all this scented stuff. You don't need to use scented. Use unscented, clean soap. And then lotion. We use Cetaphil. We love Cetaphil lotion. Soap we use Dove, okay? Or whatever kid stuff. But you gotta wash your kids. And especially in the summer now, they're in the water, they're in the grass, they're outside. You need to wash your kids. And this may sound mean, but you cannot have designated days of, this is cleanliness, this is hygiene, this is setting them up for the future. I don't know why, okay, now I'm getting heated. You're setting them up for failure, okay? When you're not teaching them basic hygiene. We can tell that you don't shower either. I'll be honest, okay? It looks like it. And if you shower every day, and if you get yourself together every day, you need to get your kids showered, and you need to get kids together every single day. This is unacceptable. Like, you are teaching them how to take care of themselves, just like brushing their teeth twice a day, morning and night. Brush their teeth, floss their teeth. Because when they get to middle school and they're not showering, and then other kids are making fun of them, these are moments where you can easily avoid the bullying, the shame, or the embarrassment that they're gonna feel just by taking care of themselves and hygiene. This goes into adulthood, okay? You don't want to be the smelly person. That's such an easy thing to fix. It's like so easy. It's not even funny. It's like, it's a basic human hygiene right? Take care of yourself, wash yourself, brush your teeth. These are basic hygiene principles. I don't understand why we're like, oh, this day and this day. Toddlers stink, okay? Toddlers, kids, even babies, all that spit up, all that, they need to be cleaned. And guess what? You put lotion on afterwards. I don't know why we're still having this discussion. And then we're so loudly on the internet going, oh, I only have certain days, and like, you're looking for attention, okay? But like, you congrats, you got it. But now you gotta like get it in your head. Take a freaking shower or a bath, okay?
Into as a society is how often children need baths. I remember a couple years ago, there was a lady on this app who went viral because she talked about how she only gives her kids a bath twice a week, and it like made major headlines, and she was known as the unsanitary mom. Like, that's insane, and that is 100% propaganda from like soap companies, or I don't even know who. But I just think it's so crazy how everyone's like anti-AI because it's wasting water, and yet they're like determined to give their kids a bath every day. I am talking about children under the age of 8, okay? Once they're over 8, it's a little bit different, I will say. But like, babies and toddlers do not need baths that often. I am telling you, it's propaganda.
This is why your children be smelling tart, because hygiene is not something that you go your life without doing, without practicing, and then one day your parents are like, all right, now today you're going to start doing it every day. Imagine if you told your child up until the age of 8, like you told them, oh, you don't need to brush your teeth, you drank some water today, water washed past your teeth, it's fine, you don't have to wash your teeth, those aren't even your forever teeth anyway, you don't have to brush them every day, once or twice a week is perfectly acceptable. And then at the age of 8, maybe you're gonna then tell them, oh yeah, now at this age, now you need to start brushing your teeth every single day. How do you think that's going to work out? How do you think that's going to work out? It's like every 3 to 5 business days, certain sect of the Caucasians insist on telling us how god-awful filthy they are. The fact that they come on here, oh, I don't wash my hands. Like, I think washing your hands is so unnecessary. Like, I will literally run the water in a public restroom just so people can think that I wash my hands. So you're literally spending the time to make people think that you wash your hands when you don't wash your hands. And then they come on here and tell us, oh, I've never washed my legs a day in my life. I just let the soap run down my body. Don't everybody do that? What's a rag? I've never heard of, they just went their whole life without scrubbing their ass. And lotion, oh God. Don't get me started on that. So it's like, hygiene is something that is learned. First of all, my children have had a bath every day of their life since the day I have taken them home from the hospital. Every day. Every day. Every day. Especially little girls. Little girls need to be taught how to properly clean themselves. And that's not something you just wake up one day when they're 8 and be like, okay, now you need to start bathing every day. That's a habit that needs to be developed. It's a skill that needs to be owned. It's something that they have to understand as a part of their routine. And then that's why when y'all get to adulthood, y'all still be smelling tart. Like, honestly, as a group, if you think about some of the most deadliest plagues in human history, like, who was at the root cause? And as much as they want to blame COVID on the Chinese, who during COVID refused to wear masks? Who during COVID was still refusing to wash their hands? Who? The bubonic plague? wiping out a whole bunch of the Native Americans, all because they insist on being dirty. Like, honestly, at this point, it's starting to feel sinister. I'm starting to feel like it's a plot to get rid of the rest of us. Because what do you have against washing? Talking about, oh, my kids went to the pool today, so they were in water all day. That means they don't need to take a bath. They've been rolling around in bleach water. That's what pool water is, bleach water. And then they'd be like, well, study shows about, and who did those studies? Show me the scientists. Show me the scientists that did the studies that says that you don't need to be bathing your kids. Exactly. Thank you. Other cultures have looked at bathing almost like ceremoniously. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how serious they take cleanliness. While Queen Isabel was washing her ass 4 times a year. Be real. Like, the audacity to come on here and say that propaganda you're not falling for. Girl, no one is taking your hygiene, like, talk. Like, no one's taking tips from you on hygiene. Nobody. Like, I don't care what studies you pull up. I don't give a rat's ass. Like, I'm in the Navy, right? And we have we live in very, very close quarters on the ship. And we have something called a shower watch. Do you want to know what a shower watch is? A shower watch is when you have someone that lives in that space who refuses to bathe. Like either they smell really, 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 really bad, and because we live in very close quarters, and there's no way for you to not bathe and no one not know, because someone is in the berthing at all times. So then when people start talking like, hey, what's going on? Someone has to stand there and watch you bathe to make sure you bathe, because that's how we pass on illness. And also, it's very inconsiderate of the people that literally are sleeping across from you this much, or sleeping on top of you, or sleeping below you. I've seen, I want to say, at least a solid 3 people be on shower watch. These are the children of people who thought that bathing wasn't necessary, who thought that, oh, going to the pool during the summer counts as a bath. Also, sitting in the tub and then getting out the tub, not a bath. That's not bathing. If you're going to take a bath, you have to take a bath and a shower. A bath and a shower.
A shower and a bath.
Some scrubbing and soap has to be involved. Has to be involved. Also, when it comes to a shower watch, I'm just gonna say I've only ever seen or heard of a certain demographic being on shower watch. So
I don't even know why we're having this conversation. So let me know if you agree with this propaganda or if you disagree with it. Go down in the comment section, share your thought. But please, as always, keep it respectful here on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. Okay. For me, like, I don't even understand why we're having this conversation. Like I said, okay, like, and I feel like some white people really believe this thing with their core, because the way they'll be coming out on the internet to talk about this thing with their full chest is something they really believe. And the truth is that I have come across some people that smell so bad, and I'm just like, what are you doing about? Like, how? But the truth is that this all stems from, as a child, how the parent, the mom, the dad taught this child on how to take personal hygiene. I did a story time of a girl that said she went out on a date with a guy and saw poo on his butt crack and all that. That's probably because that's how he was raised. There's no big deal on things like that being there. And for me, that's disgusting. You're just setting up your child for failure. Saying that a toddler and a baby and a newborn and a toddler, they don't need baby. Like, really, those are the kids that even need it the more, because one, they are prone to easily catch infections so much. Their immune system is not that strong. So any little thing, they can easily get infected just like that. So for you to not bathe them and keep them clean is just crazy. And then they'll pass out poo, urine, they'll touch things, they will crawl on things, they put Oh, come on. I don't even understand why we're having it. Like, generally as humanity, like, things that comes out, our saliva, urine, fluid that comes out from our body doesn't smell too good. So it's something that we should clean our entire body. Sweat, it. From where I'm from, we bathe twice a day. You bathe as a child. Oh God, you bathe twice a day. You bathe in the morning when you wake up, you bathe, and then when you're about to go to bed, you bathe. I don't even know how people go out and come back and don't wash out their body. The only time maybe I may not bathe at night if I didn't go out. But if I go out, step out with other people, I need to take a shower. I need to scrub it down. I need to scrub it down. Because you guys will be smelling funky. I know of somebody that told me that, oh, I don't brush. I don't do toothbrush. How? Who raised you? Who raised you? A grown man. And then you see some people, you're talking to them, they have serious mouth odor. It's hygiene. Or you see some people, they've showered, but you could just smell something finicky around them. Like, what's this? What's this smell? What's this smell? Anyway, guys, please, your kids, please bathe them, shower them, because they're also going to be mocked in school. People, their classmates are going to smell it, and they're going to laugh at them. They're going to bully them in school. And this is where sometimes this bully comes on, and even this very self-insecure starts from when other people start making statements like, oh, you smell like onions, and all that. Please bathe your kids, okay? Soap, water, sponge, they need it, okay? Anyway, guys, go down in the comment section, share your own thought about this video. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that will be you supporting this channel and this girl. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.